Tonight on SmackDown Live AfterBuzz TV After Show, we have title matches, we have advocates, and we have sieges. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
In the Queen City, the Queen actually won. And we're going to break that down and much more as we go live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You're liking, subscribing, telling your friends about the wonderful world of AfterBuzz TV and the AfterBuzz wrestling world or universe or galaxy, whatever it is. What's up, everybody? I'm Christian Rosenberg. ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Twitter at Real Rosenberg. Instagram, The Real Rosenberg. CollarandElbowBrand.com. Promo code Rosenberg. Save 10%. Guys, the whole team is here. We knew it was a go-home show for Survivor Series. SmackDown needed to be 100%. And for 1 week only, we are 100%. First off, to my left, representing the women's division of SmackDown Live, at Gabrielle_Loren, it's Gabby Loren.
Hey guys, what an awesome SmackDown. You guys can follow me at Gabby.Loren on Instagram and on Twitter, Gabrielle_Loren.
And representing the tag team division on SmackDown, it's our Bludgeon Brothers. First off, at Tom.com's Tom Connoly.
Hello. Yo, man, spoiler alert, man. You just gave away the ending of the match. How are we supposed to know?
What?
He just said Charlotte
This is a
won.
recap show. Why else were you playing her music?
Because she's awesome. Why
She
not?
is awesome, but didn't we just, I don't know. Hey, at Scott Narver, it's Scott Narver.
We could be under siege from Steve Kaufman at any moment.
What?
Lock the doors.
Yeah,
Are the
you could be
doors
waiting
locked?
outside.
No.
Why are the doors not locked? Steve could invade at any time. He's so used to being here.
We're not union. We can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Fire codes. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Is
Yeah.
Raw AfterBuzz here?
No.
You seen him?
No,
NXT
they suck, so
AfterBuzz?
no.
No, Giant LaQuasta is chasing a laser pen right now.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right. So, go-home show heading into Survivor Series. You know, might have not been many actual matches, but this show was just stacked. And you want to talk about the last 7 days between Raw and SmackDown just completely shaking up this pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have had some more of that tonight.
The graphics people must be exhausted.
They better have gotten overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
Let's hope they didn't make those shirts, like, you know, at every pay-per-view, it's like, you know, champion versus champion. Like, I hope they didn't make Jinder versus Lesnar shirts last week. And then they're like, you've got to be kidding me.
Well, at least
like,
Jason Jordan's still good, right? Oh, come on.
I think
Wait,
they have
John
a
Cena's
team,
on
though. I think there's a team that does quick turnaround t-shirts because tonight when there was, I'm doing another spoiler, just so you know, the siege at the end, there was like Raw Shield shirts.
Oh, the real.
There was a siege
were the
at the
real.
end of the
Yeah,
show?
they were
What's
the
going
real.
on?
They were the Rawled.
That wasn't an A. That was an I.
Okay. That was the only thing I could think of for a Christian's Closet segment tonight, too, but she just said it, so I guess we won't.
Are you
Oh,
like
see,
it?
you
I would've-
are upset when things
yeah.
get spoiled.
No,
I would've
not
rather
upset.
have
I'm just
had-
upset when my personal things get
You
spoiled.
haven't said your feelings on it. That's still a totally valid
Yeah, I
segment.
think you spoiled your own segment.
That's the only thing
Yeah.
I would have
You
had
were
this
the
week.
spoiler.
Well, we got to do predictions, too, so we probably won't even have time for it anyway.
Oh,
But why did they
stop.
have red Shield shirts, though? Instead of the Raw, half Raw, half Shield shirts. Just make some 3 red Shield shirts. That's all they needed. Mm-hmm. Right?
Or were your tactical vests over the red shirts?
Exactly. Yes.
Like the half shirts was a terrible idea.
Well, what they had to either go all or nothing, because if you did that, then Sheamus and Cesaro needed it for their shirts. Then you needed, did Strowman even wear one?
Yeah. he
Okay.
had a red shirt
Then
on.
you had to do it for Strowman. You had to do it for You had to do it for everybody. Why does the Shield the only one who gets it?
Because of the Shield. Why
Okay.
not?
Well,
Because people will buy that shirt. That's why.
let's get into the show, and you can hear what all this fuss is about. So, we start off with some real unusual, I think is the best word to describe it, like pep rally / church sermon / pass the donation bucket or donation plate Kurt Angle is on a little stage in the back talking to the entire SmackDown roster.
Kurt Angle.
Oh, no, I don't even know
Whoa,
anymore.
whoa.
I'm so confused as to what's happening
What's
now.
in your mug there, pal?
Every show, they're all just mixing up. Is it Shane? Is it? I don't know anymore.
It's
Shane.
Vince is in charge of SmackDown. Linda is in charge of Raw.
Thank you.
But she's
Thank you
comatose.
for the clarification. Shane McMahon, because if it was Kurt Angle, he would not have needed a microphone in that small room. But Shane McMahon does, apparently.
They all did, I guess.
Yeah, everyone had microphones to pass around as they're all hyping up their team for Survivor Series. Owens and Zayn, like the main highlights are Owens and Zayn are standing in the back corner just emotionless. And there's a microphone passed around. Becky says that she's going to break Asuka's arm. The whole roster is going nuts and cheering. Baron Corbin says it's going to be Mrs. End of Days. And they're all just like, oh, snap. And New Day is not worried about the Shield. Those are pretty much the highlights of whatever you call this.
The colognes were there.
They were.
Well, while there were a lot of people there were also people missing.
That is correct.
Like Orton and Jinder. I didn't see Jinder. Did you guys see Jinder?
No.
Cena.
Rusev.
Cena, right?
Pretty much the
Rusev was not
The
there.
whole
Rusev
team?
wasn't
Yeah.
there. All of the good, men players that are,
The men
solo.
players as opposed to the boy players?
You know what I'm saying? Like, not the tag teams or the
The
groups.
Like the
the
main
heavyweights in the
The-
men's division.
The
yeah.
main eventers.
Yeah.
There
Sense
you
to
go.
me.
Yeah.
The men division.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
Well,
they're
there's the
big.
women's division.
Yeah.
They're
Why
big
is it
men.
not the men's division?
But I mean, I saw Naomi there, but I didn't see was Charlotte and everyone else there, and the rest of the team.
Charlotte was there.
Okay.
Tamina?
Where?
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
she,
there.
she was looking the wrong way, right?
Lana was there.
I think Naomi was there.
Ellsworth, where was he?
Ellsworth and Carmella were there. I did
they
see
were
that.
You saw Ellsworth?
I don't know if I saw. He was hidden because he's so tiny.
You saw
barely
Kurt
saw
Angle there
Ellsworth.
too, so I'm not judging what you said
was he not
factual
there
at all.
I mean, none of us saw Cena.
No,
Obviously.
it's physically impossible.
Right. Just wanted to make sure that was clear.
I don't. Why didn't they do this in the ring?
I don't know.
I don't understand why they didn't start SmackDown off with all of them in the ring, getting the crowd into this as well.
Because they rather have the crowd go nuts with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles.
But still, I guess. But that was a weird thing.
I was
Oh,
fine with the backstage. I don't see why
You need microphone.
handheld mics.
Yeah, the
were
mics made no sense to me.
because they didn't have the flags on them to show SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
And you never saw someone have it to then pass it. It just cut 2 moments, and then they didn't have the mic anymore. And then they would address someone else, and it's like, then they just have a mic. It's like,
Yeah.
what is this? Why are we dealing with magical mic powers here?
Yeah, and then it seemed like people shifted too. Like people were in different
Yeah.
places also. So maybe it was shot 3 times throughout the day,
I'm sure-
and
yeah, I'm
they
sure they-
reconvened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it once. No, listen. We need mics. Maybe we don't need mics. Now we do need mics. But we already edited this together. Who cares? It's already
They
8 o'clock.
CGI'd microphones
Yeah,
into it, is
exactly.
what you're saying. Okay.
Throw it on the air. It's fine.
Well, Daniel Bryan comes to the ring, making his return after he was chokeslammed through something in was it Shane's or Kurt's dressing room? I don't
Kurt's.
know anymore.
Kurt.
Okay. And he's back.
Dressing room, that was an office.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what's happening. Where am I? Is this NXT?
Yep.
Where am I?
You think you're hobo. Talk like hobo.
I don't think that's physically possible.
Sure it is.
Or you talk like him.
I didn't request me to do that.
Daniel Bryan went to Raw to try to make peace. He should have known when he saw Stephanie that he wouldn't walk out on his 2 feet. But SmackDown doesn't stay down. And there's a very good chance that tonight Raw will come back and counterattack, which we kind of already talked about. He introduced AJ Styles, the new champion. And Bryan asks AJ if tonight he would like his own personal advocate, where AJ says sure. Even though he said yes, I'm saying he said sure, just to kind of mix things up. Daniel Bryan is then the advocate, and he mentions how Brock has a tendency to quit, just like he did years ago at WWE, and like he did to a half-ass knee bar in the UFC.
Oh.
Shots fired, Frank Mir.
Anytime he gets pushed into deep water, Brock Lesnar quits. He cannot keep up with the Phenomenal One. Daniel said Paul gave 5 reasons to watch Survivor Series. I'm giving you 1. You can watch 6'3", 285-pound beast be mentally beaten, mentally victimized, and mentally conquered. AJ then mentioned that he can talk because he's not a puppet like Lesnar. And this isn't a Rocky movie. This is an AJ Styles production. So he stole that from Goldust.
I thought this was fun.
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was great to see Daniel Bryan go out there and mimic Paul Heyman, and the crowd was into it, and everybody's just really on board with AJ Styles being WWE champion. It's a fun time for that, so I dug it.
Yeah, the gender experiment happened, we lived through it. We made it through. On the other side. And I think I wasn't here last week, but that match was the best match he's had. It was his best match, but I feel, and I know people are going to disagree, I feel the gender experiment, as you said, I feel it worked, because at the end of the day, you want someone that you are not a fan of, that you're hating, that you're booing, and you're hoping that someone takes that title off him, and when they finally do, you have this massive eruption. That's what happened last week. Yeah,
he did his job.
His storyline was not as good as it could have been. I think it could have been better.
I don't blame him for that.
I don't blame him either. So, I thought this was fun, though. It was awesome to see AJ as champion. That makes... If Survivor Series was not on the network and you had to buy it, after that, I'm like, okay, I'm buying it. That sells me on it. And then adding Triple H to the match and everything else, this is a Survivor Series that they're hyping up so much that, I hope it delivers.
Yeah, and I feel like with that being said, although there's a lot of things that have been predictable, I think there's a lot of unpredictable factors also, because things keep changing. Obviously, that's the nature of the universe, but I feel as though on Sunday we're going to get a lot of surprises just based off storylines within SmackDown.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It'll be exciting.
And then we come back from commercial. AJ is walking backstage. He walks into Jinder, and Jinder says, when you're lost to Lesnar on Sunday, it will mean nothing when I beat you and become champion again.
Whatever. He was late for work. He missed the pep rally.
Yeah.
I think they're teasing another match between AJ and Jinder. Jinder's going to re-challenge him next week for that belt.
Yeah. Probably
yeah, that feud's not over. No, he gets his rematch.
You think it'll be next week that he challenges him?
I think next week.
All right.
That he challenges. So the match will be on SmackDown next week, or they'll make the challenge next week?
There's going to be a match on SmackDown next week in my predictions, because, come on, right after a main, big event that we're seeing, the pay-per-view, you're going to want to see something like that. You're going to want to see something good. So they have to amp it up.
Well, they amped us up with a United States Championship match for our first in-ring action tonight.
That's true.
Baron Corbin defending against Sin Cara, who's had his number the last month, but now the title's on the line, and my oh my, how things go exactly how you would think they'd go.
No, because I expected Sin Cara to be at that pep rally. Not there either.
Yeah, he was.
No way.
Yeah, he was.
He was standing right next to Baron Corbin.
Bobby Roode was separating Baron Corbin and Sin Cara.
Bitter rivals. Just only need Bobby Roode in the middle of them to not just.
Oh, he was there.
That could have been anybody in a Sin Cara mask, by the way.
Yeah, he didn't have a T-shirt on, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that could be anybody.
Maybe that's where Orton was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Sin Cara at the house shows.
Or maybe there was a spy from Raw.
Maybe, yeah.
Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
Kalisto. Kurt Angle.
Kalisto was
because he was
there.
the one who gave the speech, right?
Because
That's right.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Corbin hit the end of days to retain his title, so he will be the one facing the Miz this Sunday, which makes sense since he's been the one in the social media tuffle.
What?
Yeah,
Social media.
it started out. It started out kind of hot, and now it's just
because Miz has just owned him.
Yeah, now it's just. It's gonna happen. I like the end of this match, though. I wasn't expecting it to end. I thought, Sin Cara's making a comeback, and then nope. Oh, end of days.
Out of nowhere,
Yeah,
even.
I know. I like the way he did that. So if he can, do that to more people, it's a lot better.
This was a really great match. I loved Sin Cara in it, and it was very strong the way they started off. And I thought it was so funny at the end when Corbin was saying to the camera, or the audience, I guess I should say, "I'm so good, it's not funny." Did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
He's not full of himself or anything.
No.
I honestly thought he was going to maybe lose in this match because he's had losing streaks before. So it was nice to see him continue on for Survivor Series.
So you're okay with that? You didn't want Sin Cara to take it?
I like Sin Cara. I think he's really awesome. But we've been following Baron Corbin for so long now that it would be unnatural almost to not see him go to Survivor Series.
I will say I am hoping, because over this last month, I know we've joked about Sin Cara since this show's existence, but I am happy with what they've been doing with him, and he has been putting on good matches. So I just really hope, now that this mini feud seems most likely done now that the title match happened, that he just doesn't fall to the wayside again, that they actually use him and put him in something else, and we start seeing him on a regular basis again.
Yeah. Former tag team, lose to the Bludgeon Brothers. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Ty Dillinger, because where's he been?
That's a fair point. Dan, Bryan, and Shane are backstage. Shane's talking about how did you see how everyone backstage was working well? We need cohesion. That's what we got. And Dan, yeah. And after Sunday, we need to have a meeting to talk about cohesion. Because I'm pissed at you. And I'm leaving early, like you.
Yeah, I don't get it. Do the meeting now.
Yeah.
You're at work.
The camera's on. Come on.
Yeah, like, you're both there.
Well, what's happening is they're trying to save each other's relationship to not go too crazy before a big event on Sunday.
I guess.
I'd love to pull that off at work.
Yeah.
With a tiff with my boss and go, look, I'm going to save our relationship. I'm going to leave work.
I'm just going to take the
week.
rest of the day off.
Oh, the week. There's no
Yeah.
meetings in between. I'll see you next week entirely.
But I'm still getting paid, right? I'm still getting paid over
Exactly.
this time.
Obviously, because we're saving the relationship.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know it's not happening, but can we just stop getting the teases of Dan O'Brien? You know, him calling out the thing with Lesnar earlier, like the thing with him and Angle. Like, there's so many matches we want to see Dan O'Brien in that we're never gonna get to see because
Right.
they're not gonna clear him to wrestle. I mean, maybe they will. I don't know.
Hey, I think the stage is set for a Daniel Bryan versus Paul Heyman Iron Man match.
Or
That'd be fun.
Shane versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sounds like it's coming up.
Yeah.
It could.
But I don't know. I don't get what they're doing with him. It's just kind of like it's a weird tease though.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of be like every time, like, oh, he can cut a promo on someone or something, but then you're like, but they're not gonna let him wrestle, so.
I mean, it could
Why
also
waste the
be
spot?
the ulterior where maybe Daniel Bryan wants to take some time off to be with his newborn baby, and so this is a way of saying you're fired
Yeah. I hope
eventually
not,
by
though.
Shane McMahon. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case, but it could be something that does happen in the storyline temporarily.
I agree. I don't want Daniel Bryan to spend time with his children either.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
No. We need him
Listen.
more.
We need
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. We need him that
selfish.
one day a week.
You hear that,
okay?
Dad?
Yeah. You hear that, Birdie?
You can
we get him one day a week, all right?
Yeah, you can Skype to your kid. It's fine.
Can the kid read text yet?
No.
Well, hurry up.
She's probably like 6 months.
She should hurry up.
Grow up.
Yeah.
God, so needy.
Aren't they just born with a phone in their hand now?
Don't you have
Yes.
Don't you have both Bellas taking care of you?
Shouldn't she be training?
Yeah.
Shouldn't she be getting in the ring? So Daniel Bryan can play Ric Flair? Doesn't this make sense?
Spoiler again.
Spoiler. Oh, jeez.
Spoiler for 30 years from now. Jeez.
Spoiler alert.
Well, speaking of Charlotte, she takes on Natalya for the... Jeez, see what I'm doing? You had me so messed up this week.
Me?
I don't know who's on what show anymore.
How did I
behind
do
us.
this? You saw Kurt Angle giving a speech.
All right.
How was I involved?
So on Lucha Underground, we had
Change your
Charlotte versus
medication.
Natalya.
See?
Lucha, come on.
Now this match...
Josh Matthews on commentary.
Yes. it was Josh Matthews, Jim Ross, and Vampiro. I don't know how this happened.
America's Top Team came out, made a challenge.
This match was fantastic.
What match? What could this be? I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
I was just saying like the 18 commentators that called the match between Charlotte and
That's
Natalya.
old SmackDown.
Oh, gotcha. This match, I found it interesting. This match never slowed down. A lot of these matches, typical strategy and how a match works is usually, eventually the heel takes command of the match. They'll have a few like rest holds, taunt a lot, take control. There really wasn't much of this at all. Yeah, Natalya was in control at times, but it never really slowed down. It just kept going for, you know, like 15 or so minutes. This match was non-stop excitement. The powerbomb into the ring post. I think the part that looked more vicious was her drop after. It just looked nasty. All of a sudden, Charlotte makes a comeback, hits the big boot, locks in the figure 8, and we have a brand new SmackDown Women's Champion in Charlotte. She talks with Renee after the match in the ring. Talks about how there was a Queen of Raw before the Goddess, and she's going to take out Alexa Bliss, and now she's heading up the ramp. The Nature Boy himself, for the first time since he was hospitalized, appeared on WWE TV with a big old hug to his daughter.
And she had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
It didn't seem that
No,
way.
I don't think she did at all.
I don't
mean,
think she
especially
did.
from the promo. I mean, I thought the match was awesome. Like you said, it was nonstop. It was nonstop the whole time. I wasn't expecting Charlotte to win. I mean, especially being in her hometown, people don't really win. I thought maybe Alexa Bliss was going to interfere, just because it seems like she doesn't want to face Charlotte. But now we get that match, which we haven't. It's a brand new, fresh match too that they've never fought each other. And I mean, when Rick came out, like, if you didn't feel anything for that, then you have like no soul or no heart. Like, I don't know how.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
seriously.
didn't look at you. I'm just saying.
You looked at all of us. Yeah.
You're all
Is that all you're
soulless.
trying to say?
You're all robots.
You all were just laughing the whole time and thought it was fun. No. It was a very touching moment, and I was actually surprised with Charlotte's promo, where, you know, she was obviously very emotional, but she was able to turn
flip
on
it
a
over.
dime
Yeah.
and be like, all right, I got to cut this promo, and I got to be serious, and I can't be crying, and then I can go back to being emotional after that.
Because she's a professional.
Yeah.
That's why she's the top of the game. And since when does somebody win a title in their hometown?
I mean, she lost it last
William
time she was
Regal
there.
every single time.
Well,
You
not
go
only
back and look
that,
at every single Raw in England. They just gave Regal a title.
I also think it's Charlotte Flair. I mean, come on. Of course they're going to give it to her. I know it's not a normal thing, but I thought from last week she was going to get it. I just had a feeling. But this was a high-energy match. I thought it was one of the best of the night. No real dynamics of up, down with energy levels. It was up the whole time.
Yeah.
They were going at it, like, fierce. And this wasn't the only match tonight that had that element. There was a Sami Zayn and Xavier Woods match also that I think had that element as well. But with this specific one, I think Charlotte, well-deserved win. Like, she needed to get that WWE Championship belt. And then the thing at the end with her dad coming out, totally surprised. It was very evident. And I actually started tearing up because what a special moment that is. Like, she was kind of like, what's going on right now? Like, why is his music playing? Is he here? And he waited a few seconds to kind of stall, to give her that little, like, anxious edge. And he showed up. And it was like a nice embrace and a great way to say congratulations, baby, you know? Like, that's my girl.
Yeah, 2
Love
weeks in a
that.
row we get these amazing title matches.
Yeah.
Between AJ and Jinder, and this week Natalya and Charlotte, and it's
We have
making
been
Survivor
spoiled.
Series that much better.
Yeah. Just like we've had all these great matches, and now we get Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
It's the holiday season.
It is.
Hey, speaking of holiday season, Bludgeon Brothers.
Yes!
It's nighttime this time.
Yeah.
Rainy.
Well, they've been cutting that promo for a
All
while.
day long. I don't hear anything except for the scream. I can't feel anything except for the cracking of bones.
All right. Well, go into the promo that they were talking about, though.
Oh, I'm reading the promo.
No, you clearly slipped into something.
No. This is word for word.
I
What
think
they
you're
said.
reading your journal.
I wish this is what I wish I was this creative in my journal.
I'm glad
wish.
you're not, actually, because that would be really creepy.
Every hammer needs a nail to give it purpose, and our purpose is to obliterate everyone. And
Okay.
then they
Put
both
your
hammered at the
journal
same time.
down and talk about the Bludgeon Brothers promo, please.
They debut next week,
Oh, good.
most likely against the Hype Bros.
They were already challenged by the Hype Bros.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw
jeez.
that online.
Oh, poor Colognes.
You guys, I have a serious question. Are those Harper's real teeth? Do you guys ever get like a close-up shot of that?
Well, sometimes they look extra gnarly because of his
Yes.
long mustache, which makes it look like they're gnarlier than they appear to be.
Are you sure about that?
I think there's real teeth. I'm gonna say
Oh my goodness, I hope not.
I think they are, and I think he purposely doesn't fix them because like
Yeah, it's character.
it adds the character.
It's not even the direction though. It's like all yellow and like they look rotted, like as if it's Halloween or something.
By the
I
way,
didn't look that close.
Sign up, Scott. Did you see this past weekend's Up Up Down Down with Luke Harper on it?
No. Does he just break the whole thing with a hammer and stop the show?
Sadly, no.
Oh, that would've been
He's
amazing.
in their Madden tournament.
Oh, God. The one thing that would make me not want to watch that.
Oh, it was so great because like I'm like, oh my god, this is the other Luke Harper. It was so entertaining.
All right.
I mean, I just love watching them make fun of each other during the Madden tournaments anyway. But I'm like, Luke Harper's on this? I am intrigued.
That's pretty cool.
I have another question for you guys about this.
Okay.
So I don't know if there is symbolism behind the symbol. Can we throw up the picture really quick? But
Oh, we got a picture.
Don't look at it.
Can we
in
look?
this
Can we look?
promo that we saw of the Bludgeon Brothers, they were stroking their weapons.
Yes, yes.
And there's symbols on
Okay.
there. But there's
If that's what you
also
want to call it, go ahead.
there's also symbols on Rowan's jacket that match what's on the weapon. So I mean it looks like someone's holding something. I'm
I think that's the
confused.
hammer.
No, it's
And
a hammer with the
Bludgeon
B.
Brother- Yeah.
Well, it's also it's
Oh, you're
two
right, it is the
curved,
B.
It's two curved arms coming around, and its hands holding two hammers at opposite ends.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it creates the B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I was like,
Bludgeon Brothers.
yes, there we go. Bludgeon Brothers. And they're connected. I love it. So I noticed that, and then it also is the same symbol on Rowan's jacket as well. So I thought it was really cool.
That's just good coordination.
They thought about those details.
I did see a picture of them. They're like, it's like red and black.
Yeah, they got
but
some
were-
red
yeah.
and in their gear now.
Yeah.
So we'll see next week. Oh, Christian's Closet segment next week. Is that a spoiler?
Everything's a spoiler.
Okay.
Not if you don't tell us who it's about.
I literally just did.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler!
yeah, there it is.
There could be more than one, though.
That is true. That is true.
Usually is.
I usually try to take up as much time as possible. So, Chad Gable versus Jimmy Uso. Uso's talking about how the Swiss Superman's mouthpiece won't protect him when they super kick his kryptonite into him. They then continue talking trash about all the other tag teams on SmackDown. Again, call Gable and Benjamin American Alpha Part 2.
Locked up.
And they're locked up. And I think it's now official that Gable and Benjamin are heels. The way they acted when the Usos got to the ring and the tactics that Gable did during this match, they are heels now.
And Usos are now faces.
And Usos are now faces. It has happened. Said this weeks ago.
Well-
and I was laughed at.
Well, it's at least temporary because they got to go up against the Bar.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay.
maybe shortly thereafterwards.
They'll go back.
Yeah.
But Gable and
Got it.
Benjamin stay as heels.
Who knows? Who knows if they stay as a tag team?
That's true. That's true. So I thought it was a fun match between these two. They gave him time. They gave him a lot more time than I thought this match would get. Towards the end of the match, Jey Uso and Benjamin are kind of running around fighting a little bit on the outside. Gable knocks off Jey from the apron and then turns to a super kick. Jimmy gets the win. A little revenge from last week and their count-out loss. And momentum for the Usos heading to Survivor Series.
Actually, this was a very high energy
It was.
match. They were going at it too, just as much as, Charlotte and Natty.
Yeah, I think when we actually get the tag match of them, like on a pay-per-view or wherever, it's going to be awesome, these four guys. I thought it was an awesome promo by the Usos. Like, they're just in that mode where it's just like, whatever they're doing is working. And, I think the match on Sunday with the Bar, it has the potential
That
to be
could
the
steal the
best
show.
match of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like, anything Usos, like, I think those guys have learned that, like, all right, wherever they put us on the card, it doesn't matter because we're just going to steal the show and
Yep.
everyone else can follow after. So,
Sami Zayn and Owens are backstage. They're talking about how we're not even on Survivor Series and it's because Shane has a personal vendetta and they should be fighting the Shield. Nobody is better than us. The only show that matters is the Sami and Kevin show. No, the Kevin and Sami show. No, it's the Sami and Kevin show. No, it's Kevin's. Oh no, we're best friends.
Are we gonna talk about what happened?
Oh, you talk. Oh, as far as what the report was. I mean, they were sent home.
Yeah.
After SmackDown last week, they're like Ryan Satin on Pro Wrestling Sheet said because they broke a rule, like they went off script a little bit, where they were supposed to what's called feed in wrestling terms, which is pretty much be the recipient of a number of moves. In this case, from the New Day. And they just instead of that
they were supposed
kind
to
of
like feed them bootios. That's what I thought they were gonna do.
No. They were supposed to like so like Owens ran in and started attacking. I think it was Kofi, where then the rest of the New Day then came in, and pretty much the New Day was supposed to kind of take him out a little bit, and then Zayn and Owens kind of scurry off. But instead, Owens got a few shots in, and then they just got out of the ring before New Day could do anything to them.
So you mean this was planned beforehand? This was the match. I don't know what you're talking about.
This was after the match.
Supposed to feed into
the
them?
the match was over.
Yeah. But they were supposed to just walk into danger?
Yeah.
That sounds ludicrous.
Hey,
Why would they do that? These are competitors.
The only person I trust is Ryan Satin on Pro Wrestling Sheet, and this is what he reported. That's
Take
all
that,
I'm saying.
Meltzer. Shots fired.
Yes. Bang, bang.
But I mean, I don't know if we really how deep want to get into it, but do you think it's a weird thing to happen? Like, for them to just be like, I don't know, not be happy with what they're doing? Would you be? I don't know. It's a weird thing to hear, especially them to just be like, all right, we're sending you home, like you're not even on the rest of the tour.
I mean,
like,
it's tough to gauge because it didn't really seem like. I mean, at least from this week, it didn't really seem like it hurt their stock. They were still the main event. They still had their promo.
Yeah.
So I don't really see it being that big of an issue.
Then why was it blown up? And I mean,
because that's what social media does.
Yeah.
They're the ones who tell us John Cena's on Team SmackDown.
But see, this is the thing that makes no
The
sense.
worst.
Yeah. But the thing that makes no sense about it, if you're WWE from that perspective, why do you send them home? Like,
yeah, make them do another tour immediately after.
exactly. Like,
Okay,
be like
so-
you're never going home.
Make them stay and do an extra tour.
Yeah.
Here's my idea of the situation. In Hollywood and entertainment, a lot of times there are publicity stunts. What if this was just news to get everyone riled up and talking, but it had nothing to do with what actually happened?
I mean,
It could very well be.
I'd rather it be that because I just think it's crazy to just be like, no, we're just sending you guys home. Like, go home and rest for 5 days. Like, that's not a WWE thing.
Well,
that's like no. Too bad you're working.
Well, I think
like,
those tours, you also get like some type of bonus for them, so they probably lost part of that bonus. I mean, now I'm just speculating.
Tweet out that you have a shirt. Boom, bonus recovered.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm
is
not
that all
here.
I need to do?
I'm not here, but still buy my Sami Zayn shirt at the merchandise table.
It's kind of funny because they're looked at as like rebels.
Yeah.
You know, in WWE. So, I mean, they're characters.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. It's a weird thing for them to just send them home and then, you know, they're kind of feuding with other people. Like there was stuff with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens going.
That
back
was
and forth.
hilarious on Twitter.
Yeah. So it's like it's a weird thing to me that for them to do that and.
I mean, Hype Bros, colognes, just start rebelling. You'll get sent home instead of having to travel around and not be used on the shows.
What if they just show up to and break the rules some more?
And I mean, they're all obviously not on the show for Sunday, so what are they gonna do with these guys? You basically took your top
I
two
wouldn't
heels
say
on the show.
obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't
know.
say obviously.
I know.
I would not say they're obviously not on the show.
But I mean, you're basically taking your top two heels and not doing anything with them at a major pay-per-view.
I wouldn't say anything either.
Well,
I mean, hey, they probably get sent home tonight. And do I have to come to the Survivor Series? I'm not on the show, so can I just stay home again for another weekend?
well, the main event, which they are in against the New Day. First off, New Day talks trash about the Shield and like they got 13 titles between them, and we only have 27. Well, most are Kofi's. Yeah, he's so good. He's so amazing. They talk about why do you call yourselves dogs? They eat their own poop. Unicorns bring magic onto this earth. They're together because it's cuffing season. And the Shield won't be a team by WrestleMania, and we will. We've never stabbed each other in the back. Match happens.
Ooh, I don't know.
Planting seeds?
Yeah, I think so.
That's exactly what I think. We'll get into that.
Do you think the fact that Sami threw his shirt off at Xavier in the very beginning was like a sign from what happened last week.
No.
I think it's just
That's a
game.
classic heel thing that people do all the time.
Because he was like, "Oh, really?" Like he kept saying that. It seemed authentic.
That's good.
I think the New Day is very good at being like I think all of the guys, all 5 of them, in the ring tonight. Like
They're all themselves.
Yeah, and they made it feel like there was definitely some kind of like heat between them, like even more so than I think is really there.
Right.
And I think that's just how they're just really good at their job. So
yeah. The match is happening again, like we were kind of touching on a little earlier. Really fun match between the 4 of them. The crowd starts staring up, and no one acknowledges it for like 5 minutes. Everyone is just staring at where the Shield is going to enter for several minutes. And then the Shield's music hits. Like, what's that? Where's everyone looking? They've all been looking.
I didn't even notice that at all.
I did. I was like, "What's about to happen?"
I mean, I figured there's somebody was gonna come out, but I didn't see the crowd like looking up.
Go
there.
back and use it with like 5
you'll
minutes
see
before
it.
it happens. They all just stand and start staring up
And then
there.
people were like, with their expressions, like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Security
very
gets in
evident.
place. Like there's always a lot of tip-offs at
Yeah.
shows like that, where or somebody goes and gets nachos, and then they go, "Whoa, the Shield's over there," and everybody
Like getting
flips
a
out.
light set up there or something. You know, different little things that the crowd will see, but maybe the people at home won't.
Well, the funny thing is with that, when everyone was looking up, I knew something was about to happen, but I actually forgot about the whole siege aspect and that we are on the last show before Sunday. So I thought maybe it was just going to be somebody who distracts to help someone else win. But then it wound up being the Shield, and, I don't want to spoil it, but a lot of other people.
We're at the part now.
A lot of other people.
Who else was there? I don't know.
So it was a no.
Spoil
It ended up being a no contest because Shield came down and they surround the ring with the 3 members of New Day and Owens and Zayn. Owens and Zayn wisely just rolled out of the ring and like, no, you guys are on your own.
Whoa, they're gonna get sent home. They didn't feed into everybody.
Yeah,
I know.
They didn't help him at all.
That's crazy.
Jeez. How dare they? I was really waiting for Kevin Owens to super kick Xavier Woods. Like I thought they were just gonna kick them and then leave, and you'd be like, all right, here you go.
Yeah.
Pick up the crap.
So Usos run in. I love this little second when the Usos ran in to help the New Day, and then they just stood and stared at Roman for like a second, and then they started just fighting Ambrose and Rollins.
So
They
sad
got
they couldn't
attacked by
place him.
Yeah.
Like, wait, looks
I
familiar,
know
but
you
wearing
from
such
somewhere.
A stupid shirt. Who is that?
I have to go back for a second to the beginning of when this all started with the Shield and they were surrounding the ring. Don't you guys think that this leaves even more of a storyline for Sami and KO to show up on Sunday? Because they literally left their team. They are on SmackDown and they did not defend SmackDown. So how could they just be MIA?
Yeah.
Well, I think they won't be missing. They'll make it clear, like, yeah, we're not doing anything. I think they're going to be major players after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I think there's other major players in store for Survivor Series. But I don't see it that way, but I hope that they are.
Sheamus and Cesaro come in, and then the Raw women beat up the women of SmackDown. Alexa took out Charlotte.
Wait.
The camera person went under siege into the women's locker room.
Again.
Yeah.
Who knows what could have been going on in there? They
I
just
know.
burst right in.
Cameraman's David Brooke. Cameraman's Dana Brooke. That's why she can get in.
Still.
No, she's not that
Still,
good.
you gotta knock and go, hey, is it okay? We're bringing in a live camera.
Everyone
What if it was
decent
a
in there?
female, okay?
Everyone
Still, like,
decent in
what
there?
if?
Come on.
Yeah, what if no one's decent?
Well, what if it was like a preview from earlier? So they already knew everyone was fine.
And where was
What
Ellsworth?
do you mean? It was live.
It was a live under
Smackdown-
siege.
Yeah.
What were you
Yeah, I
about to
guess
say, Tom?
that's
Oh,
true.
There could have been nudity.
Yeah, because we got like 5 minutes to do our predictions. So what were you gonna say?
I don't get the whole Alexa Bliss can knock someone out with one punch thing.
She has the vicious forearm.
No.
The forearm of
No,
doom.
no,
Form
no.
of death.
No,
She has
I
a little,
do.
She has a little wind up on the back.
It's because she wasn't shown on camera, and then all of a sudden she was there.
Well, no, she was.
But
though.
she
They
was?
didn't show-
was?
Yeah,
she was,
beating
and
up
she's
Lana.
won matches with that punch.
I don't like that. She's too
Okay.
small of a person to be able to do that.
It's
stand
5 feet of
corrected.
fury.
I don't care.
The fury's all in that forearm.
Tiny people can't punch, Conor McGregor.
So the women get attacked, and then Joe, Balor, Titus, Apollo Crews, they show up.
All the main eventers.
All the main event. And then Shane McMahon leads 25% of the SmackDown locker room to the ring.
25, man, you're really...
I'm being generous. And then Angle shows up on the stage with Strowman, and SmackDown just gets pulverized. 2 Shield triple power bombs onto Shane, as well as an Angle slam onto Shane, left him laying, and SmackDown ends with Raw standing tall.
Even Titus O'Neil.
Even
will be
Titus and
suspended
Crews.
for
fighting Shane.
Shane McMahon.
Yep.
So I don't understand why Raw did such a great siege, but SmackDown was so basic. When you see SmackDown, which they literally replayed on 3 different shows.
I completely disagree. I think the SmackDown siege was so much more entertaining than Raw's.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so too.
It was much more creative.
Was awesome tonight. Are you kidding? There was so much more action packed.
SmackDown only had 6 guys.
Yeah.
Like I had 6 guys fighting.
The SmackDown moment I thought was way better. It was a
Yeah.
lot more
Really?
fun.
Yes.
But when you look at the cameras and what they shot backstage, it just didn't look as cool.
I disagree.
Like, this started with a few people, and then slowly more and more and more and more, and it was like building up the excitement throughout the last few minutes of our SmackDown show tonight.
I thought it was too awkward, this one, of like, it started in the ring, then it went to the women in the back. Like, at least the SmackDown one was like, all right, go in the back, guys, and then it went back and just started beating the crap out of everybody or whoever they could find, you know. The only thing I don't like, where was Daniel Bryan? Oh, I guess Daniel Bryan left, so he wasn't there.
Where was Orton? Where was Cena?
Yeah.
Where was Rusev? Where was
Nakamura,
Dillinger?
Fashion Files.
Yeah.
Right, where's Breezango?
Yeah.
Nakamura was out there.
He
The
did,
Colognes.
Where were the Colognes? Where, I mean, there were so many people. Where was Aiden English? I mean, we could just go on and on.
Like, I'd rather see, if this is how it's going to happen, like, Raw destroy everybody, because SmackDown destroyed the majority
Destroy the entire roster.
The roster.
With the
So,
exception of Miz. Miz escaped.
Yeah.
But other than that, they destroyed everyone, every level.
He missed both sieges, the Miz. He wasn't here tonight either, so...
All right, we got to get into our predictions, because it's Raw versus SmackDown this Sunday.
And now,
As I'm coughing out too, Tom. What did you do to me? All right, so we need to know how many of these matches SmackDown is going to win, because we know SmackDown is, of course, the superior brand.
All of them.
All right, well, there's our predictions, everybody.
Boom.
Well, first up, the kickoff match, the one non-brand versus brand show, Enzo versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title. Yeah, 205 Live, guys.
I heard of this Kalisto guy, but the other guy I don't
Sin
know.
Cara.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sin Cara will win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Enzo's retaining.
Send them home.
Yeah.
Do you
Tell
want
him
to give a
to
prediction
take
on
a
this,
bath.
Give the belt to Cedric Alexander,
Yeah,
please.
205 Live Cruiserweight title match.
It's who I want to win versus who I really think's going to win. So I think Enzo's really going to win, but I would like Kalisto to win.
Miz versus Baron Corbin.
Miz.
I was going to say, this has got to be Miz, right?
That was a
He's
No,
scenario.
He's
but-
got the Miztourage, too.
Yeah, but it could be Baron, but I'm just going Miz.
Yeah.
I'm
I believe
going
it'd go
Miz.
either way.
I'm going to go Corbin. Sorry, guys.
No, no,
Quite all right.
Corbin appreciates you.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. And you guys will when I win.
I didn't
For
know.
all the predictions.
I didn't know we were competing for something.
Remember we used
Always.
to compete?
What do
What
you mean?
happened?
We
Every
did.
month we all bet $100. I don't know where you've been.
Yeah, seriously.
Every
You know
month
what?
we're
I
all
think he
tagged in
owes a
this
few hundred.
Twitter
Yeah.
post, and it won't end.
The Women's Survivor Series match: Nia Jax, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Asuka, and Alicia Fox representing Raw versus Carmella, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Tamina, and question mark.
Oh, question mark's so good.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing:
My favorite superstar.
Alice Riley.
if Asuka is in this match, Raw wins. I have a feeling Asuka's going to get taken out before the match.
No way.
Or count out, or
Who are they gonna-
DQ. Like,
No,
No,
you
no,
can't
no,
have her
factors.
lose at all. You
Why?
cannot have her lose
Then-
at all.
then
Why?
Raw
That was
wins
the
this
NXT
match.
thing.
Right. If she's in the match, Raw wins.
Yeah.
Period.
I think it's her. I say her and Nia survive.
Okay. So you have 2 survivors for Raw. Who do we think is taking the spot that Charlotte had for SmackDown? Will it be Natalya? Will it be Lana? Will it be Paige? Will it be someone from NXT?
I think it's gonna be.
Will it be Mickie
Natalya.
James switching
It's
back?
gonna be
Natalya.
Natalya. I mean, they can't just be. I don't know. I feel bad if Natalya wasn't on the show.
I think it's going to be Paige.
No, she's supposed to be in Raw. So
Well, of course they'll swerve us then.
Asuka was supposed to be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Says who?
Says
At the
Scott.
time, the same thing that you're hearing, they're supposed to be on this. I go, it's Lana on the team, but I'm saying Raw wins because I want Alicia Fox and
To
this
win
character
something.
to flourish.
Yeah,
because it's
I do too.
so
I do too.
good.
The Shield versus the New Day. Big E's turning heel.
No.
What? No.
Big E's turning heel
No.
on Sunday.
You're
I'm saying it right now.
What, after the match?
Yeah.
During the match? When?
I don't know when, but he's turning heel.
Backstage. He's going to get sent
Before the
home
match
too.
even happens?
He's turning heel. I don't want him to.
I hate merchandise checks.
No, I mean, if they're going to break up the New Day, this is not the time to do it. I don't think. I think Shield wins, though.
Oh.
Shield.
Oh, Shield's definitely winning, regardless of a heel turn. or
I
not.
say New Day wins.
You think New Day's gonna win?
Somebody in the chat thinks it's going to be Brooke Hogan.
Oh, that's
that
amazing,
person is
Zeno Howard.
wrong. You are wrong.
Oh, you are right. Let's make it happen.
I agree with AJ. Shield wins, and no one. I mean, people care, but they're not going to be like super happy over.
Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte. Charlotte's gonna win this one.
Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
All right.
Hopefully she doesn't get punched. Then
Oh, I
Tom
know.
will be mad.
I will be mad.
Charlotte's going to get her revenge on Alexa for that punch in the locker room.
Yeah.
on
Sheamus
Sunday.
and Cesaro versus the Usos. I think the Usos are gonna take it.
I think
But this,
Usos,
like
too.
we said earlier, I think this is gonna steal the show.
Yeah.
The bar.
Gabby?
By
Usos.
Usos?
dirty tactics.
How about Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles?
Ooh.
That's the main event. I don't know why you're skipping it.
Yeah.
But okay.
I hope it's the main event. They're not booking it like it is. I want it. It better be the main event because this is a dream match.
Yeah.
I mean, Lesnar's probably going to win, but it's such a toss-up.
I mean, I think if Lesnar wins, it's because Jinder costs AJ the match. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I want AJ to win this match.
I want him to win. Yeah.
I think it'll be a good way of like, all right, it's not for the title, so if Lesnar loses, he doesn't lose the belt. You know.
I played the fifth. No, I'm just kidding. I think, I'm going to go with Tom. I think Jinder could get involved or do some distractions. And Lesnar is going to get it.
Also
No contest.
No contest. Mm-hmm. That's actually probably smarter for them to do
That's
that.
why I said it.
Yeah, that's why. Real quick, also, yes or no? Does Carmella cash in?
Someone says yes.
I think she cashes in on Alexa.
But she can't though.
How do you know? They've only said to catch. They've never said for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
They've said a women's title shot.
No, it's for. I think it's the same show.
We'll see.
No, I don't think she does.
Okay. Finally, Angle Strowman.
Ango.
Angle.
I can't wait to see him wrestle.
Strowman, Joe, Balor, and Triple H versus Shane, Cena, Orton, Nakamura, and Bobby Roode.
Your heel turn comes here in the form of Jason Jordan, the one who let all the SmackDown people in.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's why
I like
Stephanie
that.
said to Kurt, how'd they get in? Oh,
Oh, I like
Jason Jordan.
But he did get beat up though.
So then who
he
wins?
sure did. He's
The
even
Smack-
more better. And now he's
So
been-
SmackDown or Raw then? You saying SmackDown wins?
SmackDown wins.
I think
all
SmackDown-
because of a heel Jason
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I
Or what
like
if
that.
Jason Jordan helps them win
Helps
for the Raw side?
helps Raw win.
Yeah.
He
I
can't
mean, he
because
could-
Triple H beat him up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's bitter now. He
But
wants to go
he's a
back to
good guy.
SmackDown.
He's a baby face, so he's going to come out and just save the day.
He
Nah,
was. He's gonna
yeah.
grow some stubble.
I could do it, please.
Nakamura will be the sole survivor to help heavily push him to set up Mania with him and AJ.
Wow.
Those are our predictions.
Wait, you think? Okay, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of guys in that match that don't.
Oh, there are a lot of guys.
I don't know how they're gonna get out.
Strowman's going to get counted out or something. He's not going to
Yeah.
get pinned.
Ellsworth strikes
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yes. All right, but we got to wrap this up. Those are our picks. We want to know what your picks are. You can leave the comments on the YouTube page or on iTunes, and you can also talk to us on various forms of social media. Scott Narver, how can we reach out to you?
You can reach out on social media at Scott Narver. You can check out youtube.com/onyourmarkshow. Free, funny, great shoot interviews that you cannot miss that are wild and outrageous. So check that out. And also, I will be at Clarksville, Tennessee at TNT Pro Wrestling Apocalypse. I'll be there watching the show. It's going to be amazing. So if you're in the Tennessee area, hope to see you there.
Tom Connoly.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TomTheCom.
Gabby.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Gabby.Loren and then also Twitter at Gabrielle_Loren. And I'll be at WrestleCade in about a week.
All right. And you can follow me on Twitter at Will Rosenberg, Instagram, The Will Rosenberg. PresentTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. ColorandNobleBrand.com. Promo code Rosenberg. Save 10%. For all your other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzzTV. Enjoy Survivor Series this Sunday. For Scott Narver, Tom Connoly, and Gabby Loren, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.